We are go for liftoff in T-minus 30.
Hit the record button.
Gosh, that's swell.
It's a low blog talk radio.
I need to see on your face every day.
Right?
Yeah, that's the kind of smile I need. Right there. That's it.
All right.
Hey, handsome young man.
We'll start. Thank you. So are you?
I'm blessed. And how are you?
Let's start. Let me just start with saying thank you. I'm doing great. How about yourself, Mr. Energy?
I can't complain.
See, guys. Okay, welcome to Italo's Black Tag Radio, by the way. This is Italo speaking, and I can't even, you guys don't know, Mr. Energy is on now. Louis, he's a wonderful person, a wonderful friend. We met through TikTok, through Joe Tang's live. But Mr. Energy, you have so much energy. What is your secret?
Stay positive in life. Don't worry about nothing. Because when you worry about things, you start getting frustrated and growing gray hairs. But see, this is wisdom hair here. This is not from being worried. So this is all wisdom. So I learned from my mistakes. I don't worry about nothing no more. I dismiss things I can control. You can't control it, leave it alone.
Right.
That's what it's all about. That's life itself, period. Things you can control, you control. Things you can't control, you dismiss it. Why hold on to it? That's the space in your brain that's being wasted. And that's what you have to do. That's what everybody needs to learn how to do. Dismiss it.
That sounds easier said than done, but you managed to do
You
it.
have to practice. Yes, we have to practice. It takes a lot of endurance to practice. It's like you're a football player. You go out there every week, you practice. So every day you have to practice. Just like I was telling you earlier, you write your things down, you read it later on, that'll control your mind to take, this is where my mindset needs to be, not where it used to be. It needs to be here. And that's what a lot of people learn, how to write their things down and go back and read it. See, these are the things I don't want to be in my mind, but these are things I want to be in my mind. You see what I'm saying? All the negativity, you push away. Keep all the positivity with you. I mean, you got to worry about nothing. And people got to learn how to do that. Because if they don't, a lot of people leave here for stress for no reason. Stop stressing. There's no need to stress. Because that's something that's a waste of space in your brain to stress over something that you can control yourself. And that's how I look at that. Why should I go through that? No.
You're so contagious, I swear. Every time I talk to you, I have to smile. Like, you're Mr. Energy. I sometimes I'm Mr. Stress, but nowadays I'm like, no, I'm Mr. Fuck it. Let's just get rid of all that.
I like that word. Fuck it. That's it. That's the word right
Mr.
there.
Fuck it.
That's how you dismiss the stuff. That's
No,
it. I like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if you keep that energy like you going, you'll be good. I just don't understand people.
Since we spoke about, I think a month, or I don't even know. It's been a while. And we were talking about what we're going to talk about the show is your daughter and your sister-in-law.
My sister-in-law.
But
my sister-in-law.
We had a great conversation.
Okay, let's do it like this.
Go ahead.
Let's do my daughter first. My daughter's 33 years old. Her name is Tifanny Renee Ray. Born 9/11/87, so she's actually really an emergency case. That's why I always call her emergency case. And she found out early part of this year that she had cancer. She has cancer of the groins, and she has lupus. And the cancer spread through her body. She started on the 30th of last month, took her first chemotherapy. And she has 5 more to go. So she has to take one every month up until I think it's May when she finishes. So me and my wife, we're paying majority of the expense out of our pocket because her insurance only pays so much, and it's hard. It's frustrating because you don't know why you're going through things like this in life, but you have to accept these things that you go through in life. So you can't dwell on it. So what you do is take the positive things out of it and go with that. So what we're doing is we're taking the positive things of helping our child to help her stay here because we don't believe there's death in her future. We believe there's life in her future. So we're putting everything we can into it to keep her happy. We might be tired ourselves, but we'll never let her know that. But we want to help her, give her a positive outlook on life that, hey, everybody's behind you. So there's no use to stress over this at all. What you need to do is worry about getting your stuff together. So, and that's our biggest fears with her. You know, it's hard to say what you can do and what you can't do. But if you got parents that's behind you 100%, and you see they strong about what you're going through, it means it gives you the energy to endure the things that you're going through because your parents are behind you 100%. And when you got that in your life, that's love. That's all it is. It's just love. And it helps you heal, you know, because you can't heal if you have nobody showing you things. And by us showing us that, hey, we care for you, we love you, and we got all these people. Well, her daddy's talking to all these different people about her situation to trying to get her help. And she see that we're taking things in a direction that we should be taking things, and that's all positive things, no negativity at all, because negativity hurts situations. But
right. Actually,
just,
this fundraiser that I'm looking at right now, and it's already gone live. It's already raised $538, which is
thank you, people.
Nowhere near the
goal.
The goal, but every bit helps, right? So we're gonna be posting this link, yeah, and and it's just it's a wonderful story, and your support means a lot to her. I believe.
It does. It does.
Way to, you know, because you need support, and she probably is going through a lot herself, and
you have to embrace the situation. You can't run away from the situation, because when you run away from the situation, that means you're telling the person that you don't care. And that's what a lot of people do. They run from situations instead of accepting the responsibility of the situation. And that's what we done. We accepted the responsibility of it because we know there's a greater being than us that controls all of this, because he wakes us up every morning. So we know that he's in her hands, and we give him all the prayers, and all the people that's out here is praying for her. You know she's going to come out of a good situation. Take a bad situation and make it to a good situation. That's what we're looking at, because prayer answers all kinds of things. And there are miracles out there, you know, and the miracle is prayer. And I don't try to get depressed about it. I think about it a lot. Yes, I cry a lot. Don't get me wrong. I have cried a lot. I have cried more than my wife cried, because that's, you know, by you being the father, then that's your daughter. It's a difference in the bond. You know what I'm saying? And she's always been my pride and joy of my life. And to think about what she's going through is hurting me a whole lot. And by me being a heart patient, I can't stress myself out on it, because I have to find other avenues to keep myself happy, because I can't put myself in a situation where I can't be there for her. So I got to make my situation strong and talk to people about it and get it out. Because when you get it out, when you release things, they help you. They release things off your shoulders. You feel a whole lot better because you got other things on your mind, but that's one thing you don't have on your mind no more, because you got help. And by you having help, that's positivity. And it shows you that you got love. And a lot of people should show love, because the world we live in today is no love. There's no love. We don't live in no love. We got to show love. That's the whole problem with the world. Everybody want to be under one thing, but they fail to realize all of us do the same thing. We all bleed the same color. Regardless of what color your skin may be, of all this other kind of BS, we all bleed the same way. We all bleed red. I might be an AB positive, you might be an O, she might be an RH factor, whatever the case may be, whatever your blood type is. But we can still help each other with our blood. We need to help each other with our minds. That's what we need to do. All this other racial tension and all this other stuff that's going on in the world, we need to cut all that madness out. Love is the key thing with everything, and it conquers all.
And it's funny how it's happening in real life. Like somebody was telling me, it's like, you know, you would think it's only happening in America, It's happening. It's only happening in the South. It's only happening here. It's happening all throughout the world, and it's just we got to break the cycle. This cycle is madness.
Yes, we do.
You know what I mean?
We do. We need to break the cycle. All of us to come together as one instead of fighting amongst one another. This is crazy. Why are we fighting one another when we all trying to get the same common goal? To enjoy ourselves while the Lord got us here on earth. Because life is nothing but a stage. Everybody come here and play their part. Some got a long part, some of them got a short part. Whatever your part is, you need to play it to the fullest. You need to play it the right way instead of the wrong way. When you play your part the right way, it means you leave legacies behind when you're gone. And people say, oh, that's such and such. He started that. You know, that's how you make names for yourself because you help people. You put your name out there, that means your name will be in lights for the rest of your life, even though you're not here, but you're still carrying your name on because you're helping people with your contributions of your life when you were here. And it's still going on even after you're gone. And that's what we need to learn how to learn. Help one another. Stop being divided. We need to become one. We need to be a universal family instead of a divided family. And to me, it's hate because when I was a kid, it was in Salem, Illinois. My mother had to go to this Holiday Inn. And I was maybe about 5, 6 years old. And this guy, we was at the counter. And this guy told my mama that he couldn't serve us. I looked at my mama and I was just, you're a young kid and you're saying, what does he mean he can't serve us? And she said, don't worry about it, baby. Then the manager of the place, of the hotel came out and he said, you don't talk to people like that. They're human beings just like you because their color of their skin is different. You don't treat them no different when you want to be treated. The man gave us our room for free just because of the other man's negligence of recognizing he's one of those factors don't believe in us. And we had nothing to do with him being like that because we didn't ask to be here. We didn't ask to go through all this. They brought us over here on ships. You see what I'm saying? And I think that, hey, treat us like we want to be treated. Respect. We respect you, you respect us. Because what they fail to realize is half the things that's being made in America was created by Black folks. Your traffic lights, your train thing, your rail on the rail, all these different things, the iron, everything you just about look at Black folks created, but they want to take all the credit. They want to give us no recognition for it, and I think that's wrong too. But they want to take the credit for everything. But what they can't take if we give it to them is our dignity. That's what you shouldn't allow them to take your dignity. You should stand up and fight for your dignity because you have a right to be here just as well as they got a right to be here. We all need to make this a universal family instead of a divided family. And as long as we keep it at a divided family, this world will be in the chaos that it's in. And it doesn't make no sense to be like that at all.
Yeah. And ever since what happened with George Floyd and all this Black Lives Movement and all this stuff that's going on, it woke something in me. I didn't realize this. Maybe I was in denial, or maybe I was naive, or maybe I don't know what it was, but I woke up to all of this, and it was really hurtful, and it was really strange to know that I'm American, yet I don't identify with those people that are claiming to be superior to the other race. And I'm like, I didn't grow up in this country. I grew up in Peru. And I always thought everything, like I said before in one other podcast, I thought it was over in the 60s. Mm-hmm. Like that. That's why they advertise, on the history, books and stuff. And
that's all fake.
I thought that was
that's
over.
All fake. That's not real.
MLK and Malcolm, right?
Because what they're teaching the history books is not history.
It's still going on today.
Exactly.
No.
And I'm not trying to be.
It's not written by.
How can I say this? You go to school 4 years. You go to school 8 years. Then you go to school 4 years. And you go to school another 4 years. Okay, when you go into school and they teach you in these things they teach you in school, half things they teach you, you don't use in life. Period. Everything comes from OJT. That's all it is. So you go to school basically to me for nothing. because lessons start at home. When you got all the education at home, that school system don't mean nothing. Because your education starts at home. Because when you go home and you read, then as you get older, you read most of them and say half the stuff they taught you in school has nothing to do with history. Because they don't teach you real history.
Right.
They give you this
especially
this
nowadays,
version of history.
all the parents and all the parents that are staying at home, they're forced to stay at home now with the kids because there are, the whatever distancing and all this stuff. And I think now, I mean, whoever the good parents or every parent that is going through this is realizing it's a struggle because they left it up to the system to take care of the kids. But now they're like, oh wait, we gotta it's all hands on deck here. We gotta do this. And how do we figure this out? And I think it's a great opportunity for the parents to teach the kids like this is what really happened. This is the history.
Thank you.
Watch this up be, and the stories that you're telling the stories right now through them yourself. So I think it's a very interesting year.
Yeah,
very interesting. Year.
It's crazy. You look at it. You just think about it. They say, when it came to who was that that came over so discovered America, he did not discover America. The Indians were here before
Columbus.
him. Yeah. The Indians were here before him. So how did he discover America? That's something to make you say, if Christopher Columbus supposed to discover America, then where would the Indians come from? That's all I want to know. Nobody can explain that. So you need to stop telling these lies in school about who discovered America. Because we all know Christopher Columbus discovered America. That's all, and who landed, like the people came on Plymouth Rock. I understand all that. I understand all the history of all that stuff like that. But tell the truth. Stop lying to people.
Right.
Because when you start, I feel like it's just like Christmas. Don't get me wrong. Christmas is every day. Christmas is not one day. Christmas is like Thanksgiving. It's every day. It's not a day that you celebrate. Christmas is about life. Christmas will be about the birth of Christ. And we all know, if you read your Bible, Christ wasn't born in December. He was not born in the wintertime. So they got this mess up. This is the birth of, no, it's not. You tell a lie. Why put this lie out here like that? I tell my daughter, when my daughter was 3-4 years old, I said, baby, let me tell you something. I still don't believe in this thing of Santa Claus. It ain't no Santa, ain't no Claus, ain't nobody but your mom and your pa. That's because
don't ruin it for people. Louis, you just told people there's no Santa.
And it's the truth. Stop lying. I look at all these commercials. That's not what it's about.
No.
Let's be real about this. That ain't what it's about. You're making a holiday out of something that's not a holiday. It has nothing to do with the birth of Christ, because Christ wasn't born in December.
I challenge any kid nowadays. If you ask a 5-year-old what is Christmas, he will have no idea. Oh, it's just a Christmas sale, or it's just a Christmas card, or Santa Claus, or reindeers, and snow, and snowman, and Frosty, and it's like nowhere he would say Jesus.
Tell these kids these lies, fill them with these heads. Yeah. Ain't no such thing in no reindeer. No reindeer ever flew across there. Give me a break, really. People need to tell the truth about things. Stop commercializing stuff. It's crazy. Be truthful about what's going on in the world. Stop lying. That's what's wrong with these parents now. It's Christmas. No, it ain't. It's not the birth of Christ. It's a day they made up because they didn't have enough to do. Just like Thanksgiving. It's a day they made up. And to be honest about the situation, I have never heard of so many different days of what's been this day, peanut butter day, cookie day, brownie day, all these other kind of days. When we were kids, we didn't hear none of this, Miss. Where did this stuff come from?
Or National Flossing Day, or
exactly.
Or
me and my wife were saying, where does this come from? We didn't hear none of this stuff when we were kids. Now we old, we hearing all this mess. Where does stuff come from?
I heard of socks. I heard of Socks Day the other day. I'm like, Socks Day, socks.
Okay, where did it come from?
Oh my Lord.
I don't understand. But see, that's why we need right now to have discussions where you can put things out there, put them in the atmosphere for people can say, hey, that does make sense. Why are we lying our kids about this? We need to tell everybody the truth about everything and stop sugarcoating this mess. Tell the truth. When you tell the truth, it'll be much more open instead of lying about stuff. You know, keep your mind open to positivity things instead of negativity things. And that's what they're doing, put a whole lot of negativity out there. That's all Christmas and all these other things that are just negativity. You know, and I said, you know, it ain't. They're giving you be giving. You be giving from the heart. You won't be giving because it's a day. You give every day. Like I said, I give from my heart because that's the right thing to do, and that's how I was raised. You know, you see somebody that don't have as much as you, give it to them. You know, I had on some shoes, and I saw a man walking out. She didn't have on no shoes, no nothing. I took my shoes off my feet. I stopped my car and took off my shoes and gave them to him. That's what it's all about. Because you got people that's less fortunate than you are. You know, help those people. Don't look at them and he look like a nasty bum. No, that's a human being. You don't know his struggles. You don't know what he's been through. What you need to find out about what he's been through and how you can help him or how you can help her. You see what I'm saying? But we don't. We just look at, we just belittle people, and that's wrong. This whole world is wrong for that. You know, but when it starts at the top and comes to the bottom, you can get that kind of mess, especially the chaos that's going on in the world right now. Last four years has been crazy. Totally crazy. That don't make no kind of sense whatsoever. Yeah. And I thought that the people would see it for what it is, but they're enhancing this mess. And I can't see it. How can you enhance racism? You're no different from me. You're no different from you. You see what I'm saying? So how can you enhance all this? That's crazy to me. That don't make any kind of sense. Be truthful about everything. Be open about everything. Stop lying to people. Tell the truth. You know.
I heard of the Nazi Germans. They were looking at to Americans for an example of you know, how to oppress the race.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
They were looking up to us. It's like, wait a minute. Okay, the Nazis were looking up to us. What's wrong with America?
Okay, we ain't nothing wrong with us. That's what I'm trying to go. What is wrong with us? Well, put it like this: Americans are commercialized. That's all it is. Just big commercial. What I can get and what I can give and what I can hold on to instead of helping somebody else. If the Lord has blessed you,
that's true,
to get you to where your status, to where you are right now, don't forget where you came from. Turn around and pull the next man up. And the only thing you want that man to do is pull the next man up. You pull a chain. And you start that food chain, just like when people go into the restaurant, going to drive-through stores and stuff like that. Somebody pay for your, I was in Dunkin' Donut, and the lady said, somebody pay for your coffee? I say, for real? I said, okay, I want to pay for the people's food behind me. That's what life is about. Helping, putting out a helping hand, regardless if you know the person or not. Help that person. Give, you know, because love is a word that people use very loosely. They don't know what the word means. You know, they don't know what the word love is. Half the things they show for love is not love. What I'm doing for my daughter is love. What I do for people that's less fortunate than me is love. You know, but what they doing is not love. I can't see myself put myself in that situation to belittle nobody because I'm no better than nobody else. You know, and it's crazy because you can take all these rock stars, all these rappers and all this kind of stuff, buy all this, spend on money, unnecessary money. Yeah, it's their money, true enough. But if you ain't gonna help nobody with all that money, you just gonna put all this materialistic things into your house and all this other kind of stuff and spend on stuff that ain't got no value to it at all because it's crazy. Help somebody with that. Why would you go pay $200,000 for a baseball that got somebody's name on it? That's crazy. Take that $200,000 to help 4 or 5 families.
It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, you just look at it. You got more people spend money on crazy stuff. I don't understand. I'm confused to all.
And I realize that, but because I have to minimize as of lately, I've been minimizing, selling my house and get rid of all my junk and all this stuff. And I realize the less I have, the less worry, the less I have to maintain, the less I have to, I don't know, it's just liberating. Like I felt like,
hey, weight off your shoulder. I ain't got this junk no more.
I don't have, that feels good. I don't have no bills. I don't have no stress. I don't have, that feels good right there. Like, you know.
Thank you.
I'm getting rid of all this stuff that I had to get rid of. Yeah. I don't have to carry that along with me, you know, my luggage.
Thank you.
And
Just like
emotional
when your
baggage
situation.
too. You know, I'm not talking about.
Okay, right.
Yep.
But you know, you have to, like you said, you
You
have
know
to
my
learn.
situation.
Like you told me earlier, you don't know if you have the willpower to do what you need to do. I said, yes, you do. Because if you put your mind to doing it, you're going to do it every day. Just like I put it like this. Just like you light up that cigarette, you can light up that pen and a piece of paper and write on it. I'm just saying, while you sitting there smoking that cigarette, you can put that pen in your hand and start writing. And hey, that's what you need to do. See,
You say that because I was
smoking.
smoking earlier. You were like, you watched
Exactly.
me. You were watching me smoking a cigarette. You were like, instead of doing that.
Okay, see that's a good example. That's why I did that,
but,
because that's what you need to do. See, but I got a smile on your
you're
face.
Such a good coach.
See, that's the first time I see this smile.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Getting a person to smile. You know, that's just like from the show this morning.
You always make me smile.
Wait, don't say. It's just like from the show this morning. For the people on there talking about the things and trials and tribulations of their life. And that's a beautiful thing for Joe to have a platform to where people can get out and vent. Because when you get that stuff off your shoulders, you feel a whole lot better. You got someone you look forward to the next day to go to Joe's show, because you know you're gonna hear some more people's stories. It's gonna inspire you to go help other people. And as long as that man keep doing the things he's doing, he's gonna inspire a lot of people. And he got a lot of people that's following him because they all got the same mindset. They want to help others. They want to better their lives. They don't want negativity in their life. And that's what we need to get rid of, is all the negativity, because negativity hurts you. You know, it drowns you. It like puts you in a grave with a glass top. You can see everything, but you can't get out. And that's what it's like. But you don't need that in your life. And with people like Joe and yourself.
I love that analogy.
Yeah, people like you and Joe and Lewis and Kilowatt and all the other, all the people that's out there, Diamond and all the other people that's out there that comes to Joe's show.
Dawn Star.
Show the love, and when they show the love like that, they takes weight off your shoulder, because you got people that actually care. Because it's actually shown that they really care. Because you got people that's so depressed in their life, and the comments they make to people when they start talking, it shows you it's love in that room. There's a lot of love in that room. I haven't found a fake love, but you need to show it. And that's what we're doing every day. Because like it was a guy a couple of weeks ago want to talk about politics. Me, you, and Lewis. That ain't this kind of program, baby. We ain't discussing that. You need to respect the program. You made a comment.
He was copy pasting. It's like, dude, God.
Really? Because he put the same thing on it. Why? That don't make sense. That's crazy. Because that ain't the platform. So he left the room because he see nobody wasn't going to entertain that. I got time for it. We all want positive things out of this program. We want nothing negative. We're trying to throw out the negative. That's why we're releasing it. That's why we're passing it. You know what I'm saying? Because once you're able to pass it, that means you can be able to move on. And once you're able to move on, it means you can grow. As long as you stay with you, you're gonna never grow. And all of us wants to grow. Just like you. I think about you every day, especially when you first told me what was going on in your life and your situations and all that other kind of stuff. That's, hey, I like him because he didn't have to share his story with me. But by me opening up to him, he said, hey, I got a bond. And you do. I ain't never met you before in my life before that day. But some just say call you because I didn't like the way you was talking. You see what I'm saying?
But we're both in Hollywood. I'm in Hollywood, California. You're in Hollywood, Florida. See?
Exactly. See?
We're stars.
We all both stars. Exactly. We both stars. There you go.
We did.
But we start of helping others.
No, it's
not
actually
been us.
I've been grateful to have met you, actually. I've been very grateful because it's not every day that you meet people that you can actually open up and tell your ugliest truths, and I'm not gonna share them here because it's just our business here. But by doing what we did the first time around, I think we spent an hour, perhaps an
hour 20 minutes, hour 30 minutes on the phone, if I'm not mistaken. It
was like
we've been knowing each other for years.
Yes,
Yeah, and I love
yes.
that. I
That
love
felt
that.
so
I really
good. It
do. I
feels
love that.
like,
I found out about your
yeah,
situation. I said, hey, no, 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 no. See, and then that lets me know that if me and you can do that, we could take your platform and we can help a whole lot of other people, because people have to learn how to share and get it off their chest. Once you get off your chest, you can help others. But if you can't share it and you keep it in, that's gonna make you the bitter old man or the bitter old lady, because you're not sharing what you need. You need to get it off your chest. Stop holding it in. As long as you hold it in, you're gonna be a miserable person. If you learn how to let it go, because I see
that's what
things you
therapy
learn
is
how to let
about.
go.
And that's my,
Yeah,
yeah,
let it
it's
go.
my therapy too, talking to people like you. And it's just my therapy. It's just like I'm getting all my toxicity out, you know. It's like, it's
Yes.
easy. It's easy to hold it in for me. I hold a lot of things inside, and I decided no more to hold, and that makes people comfortable. I realize they don't like it. They are, "Ew, don't say that, don't do that." It's like, no, sorry that you don't
Why?
like it, and you know,
Exactly. I'm going for
it's
better
what
for
it
me, not for
is.
you.
You can walk away if you want to.
Thank you. You said it right. You can walk away if you want to,
I
because
love
I'm
it.
still gonna do be
I'm
me.
loving it,
And I like that in you,
and they
because you're gonna
do
be,
walk away.
yeah.
So it's like, okay, well,
But a lot
but
of us don't
listen, Louis,
understand that part.
we have 8 minutes left on this Zoom. Why don't we
Okay,
talk
now what I'm
about?
gonna do is,
Hmm,
um, what I'm gonna do is, me and you talked about my daughter. Okay. Now my wife can discuss that other situation with you better than I can.
okay,
Okay.
okay,
So I'm gonna
okay,
get you. I'm gonna
okay, good.
introduce you to her, and I'm gonna let you and her talk, because she can explain it. She knows how. She's been doing it since she's been going through it. I ain't never explained it. I just know I was in Chicago when she came up missing, so I
Okay,
had to fly back from
then
Chicago to come here.
let's
So,
let's
but
save it for the next part. Then I understand.
right,
I understand.
right. But you
No,
know, so I
because
like the
yeah,
idea of
let's
you.
just
Let me get this off my chest about my daughter, because people
okay.
like
I
you
understand.
is is a blessing, because your platform
Mhm.
helps a lot of people, because you can't go to the media to get it, because they only help a certain class of people. When we went to the news with you go to the news with stuff like that, they only they hurt you more than they help you. You can help a lot of people, because you are caring, you're understanding, you know what they're going through, you know you've been through things yourself. That's how you can feel their pain. But when a person can't feel your pain, they don't know what you're going through.
Yeah.
And see, you can feel people's pain because you've been through some things. You can't discuss things about me, about anything, if you've never been through the things I've been through. But you can understand things I'm going through because of some of the pain that you have been through. And that's what I like about you. You're willing to help anybody that's willing to help themselves, that has a positive image. Because you don't want the negativity in your life, and everything is positive you want around you. As long as you carry the energy with you, you're always going to be there for people. You know, you're going to grow. TikTok gonna help us grow real big,
Mhm.
because a lot more people gonna get involved with you, and I'm gonna shoot people your way, because
Yeah.
you yourself is a blessing in disguise. You don't know, but you are a blessing, because I feel so good about getting this off my chest about my daughter, that it's unreal. Because I couldn't handle else. I can't talk to these leather couches.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I can't talk to them because they can't answer me back. But you can give me some good criticism. It might not be
Yeah.
what I want to hear, but you give it to me anyway. And I appreciate that. Because if you don't do the things you're doing, we will be like that lamp. You turn me on, you turn me off. That's all it would be. You turn people on and you leave them on because you
Yeah.
get back with the people. You see what I'm saying? You call people, you text
Mhm.
people, you see how things are going in your life. Like I reach out to you, you reach out to me, and I reach out to everybody, because all of us got our things we're going through. And we need to all share our things that we're going through, so we can
Yeah.
vent to help others. You know what I'm saying? Because my story is worse, but it
Man.
Because when you can breathe, that means you can concentrate on other things. But when you can't breathe, you can't concentrate on nothing.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah, breathing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget to breathe, actually. Sometimes I catch myself like, yeah, you know, and then you're wearing a mask. So
Yeah.
by wearing a mask, I immediately tell myself not to breathe. Like that's like telling me like, don't breathe. And so when I'm wearing the mask, and I'm like, I myself unconsciously have like that little breath, right? And I'm like, wait a minute, this is not good for me.
Right.
But
it ain't. So it means you gotta learn how to
breathe.
release what you going through.
I mean, yeah, of course you have breath or whatever, but hey.
And that's so true. We need to learn how to breathe. And then once we learn how to breathe and pass things off, dismiss it, give it space out your brain and let that space be empty, and you're good. But when you start keeping things in your brain that you're worrying about, it ain't good because you ain't breathing. You know, you have to learn how to breathe, learn how to pass things, stop holding on to things that don't do you no good. You know, everybody use the word luck. Luck is a word. There's no such thing as luck. It's all blessings. You see, because if there was luck, a lot of people be in a situation here, but it's blessings. Ain't no such thing as luck. You know, they say, I'm lucky. No. You ain't lucky, you're blessed. Because the Lord woke you up this morning, that means you're blessed. Because nobody can wake you up like he can. Can't no man on this earth can do the things he can do. So you're blessed. Stop using the word luck, because there's no such thing as luck. Such like the word, there's no such thing as can't. You can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to doing it. So can't and luck is not two words I use in my vocabulary at all. Because I can do anything I choose to do, as long as I put my foot forward and go forward. You see what I'm saying? But I'm a blessed man every day because the Lord wakes me up. You know, he wakes up my families, he wakes up my friends, he wakes up everybody, the associates in my life, he wakes up everybody. Some of us didn't wake up this morning. So that's when you pray for the people who they didn't wake up. But the people who they did wake up, they got a challenge ahead of them too. And they wonder why I go through things I go, because you ain't doing things you're supposed to do. If you do the things you're supposed to do, your life will be a lot better. Too many rich folks in this world, multi-mega money, for it to be a homeless person on the street. It should be now homeless person on the street. You got people got that kind of money. Build some shelters for these people. Make it, you come in, as long as you go through, this is what you have to do. You come in, I'm gonna get you room and board, I'm gonna get you educated and everything.
1 minute.
Yes, sir. 1 minute. Okay, I'm gonna get you educated and everything. But build
Less than a
things
minute.
people.
How can I stop you? Like, keep going, but
I know. When I go, I just go. You know what I'm saying? It just things just pop in the head. I just roll with it.
I love it.
It's just, you get hype. You know, you get hyped on things like that. And life itself is one enjoyable thing. I love life. You know, I can't get time for BS. Let's get rid of the BS and let's be positive and go from there. You know, and plus nothing, people.
No BS.
Yeah, all BS got to go. Positivity only. No negativity at all. You ain't got time for negativity, for real. Come on, man. Ain't got time for that.
No, sir.
How you spell that word anyway? Do it start with an N? I think it start with an N. I don't know. But I don't even know how to spell it. I think it's IT. That's how you do it. That's how you spell it. IT.
We're gonna hold on. Let me just. I have to do a part 2, guys, because I didn't see this coming.
Okay.
Well, I didn't see that coming.